If you're a cat parent looking for a heater that keeps you warm and also keeps your cats warm and cozy and safe, then this might be your new favorite winter essential. For today's video, we're reviewing the HomerunPET pet-friendly space heater. This is a dual-purpose heater that's designed for both humans and pets. In today's video, I'm going to be, of course, sharing with you my overall thoughts. I'm going to let you know how it performs, talk about all the details of this space heater, who it might be good for, and all that stuff. And of course, I'm also going to let you know where to get it. I do have a discount code where you can save some money, so make sure to check out the description if you do end up being interested. Quick disclaimer, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to HomerunPET for partnering with us for this video, but I do want to let you also know that even when I am partnering up with a brand, it is only because we generally have really enjoyed the product. So just want to put that out there for you, and if there is anything that we don't love about it, I will definitely let you know. I'm going to be talking about pros and cons and all of that stuff, so I'm always going to be completely honest. I just really hope that my videos can help you out if this is something that you are interested in, if this is something that you are thinking about getting. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get right into the video. First, let's talk about the setup and design. As far as setup goes, this was pretty much completely put together when I received it in the box, so there really is virtually no setup, so it's very quick and easy to get it going and working. As you can see, this also just has a really simple, minimalistic, and just sleek design to it, so I feel like this is something that can easily just fit into any home and just look nice. I feel like it's a relatively aesthetically pleasing space heater, and I just love the fact that this is a space heater that has pets in mind, because typically I would be a little bit nervous in using space heaters with pets just for safety reasons. It's really nice, and just I love that it is made with pets in mind. It does come with a nice soft and fuzzy little topper that you put on the very top of the space heater, and this is the perfect spot for your cat to hang out and lounge. This is the cat bed spot, and it is just a really nice, lovely surface for your cat to be able to relax on. And the little cushion that comes with this for that top part is just so nice and soft. And then of course, you're also going to want to know the price point for this. Obviously, this does retail for $149, which of course is going to be more than your typical space heater, but there are reasons that this is a little bit more expensive than a regular space heater because it is designed specifically for pets. They actually have a spot on the top that is completely meant for them, and they do mention it kind of could look like a seat, but of course humans are not meant to sit on it. That is an easy way to quickly break it, but it's just a nice little lounge area for your cat to just relax and hang out. I also think that this could work for small dogs as well, so not just for cats but also for small dogs, so that's really nice. The cat bed area on the top is I feel like it's a pretty nice space. It's a good size, so I think it will work for large breed cats as well. We do have Siberians, but I think even a Maine Coon could feel like they have plenty of space on the cat bed. So now let's dive into some of the key features. This does have a 1500 watt PTC ceramic element that quickly heats chilly spaces. So this is great if you get cold in the winter and you just want a way to warm up a room, but it's also gonna help be warming up your cat. So this is good for small spaces, and honestly even for larger spaces as well, I would think. Obviously it is a space heater, so it's only gonna do so much in a very large room, but I think this is perfect for bedrooms, or even just like living rooms, any area really that you want to add a little bit more warmth to it and give your cat another extra spot to lounge on. As far as using it in a regular like bedroom, not a huge room, I think that it actually warms up a room pretty quickly, so that's really nice. And I also do really like all of the ways that you can use this. So this doesn't actually just have to be used as a space heater. They actually have a setting that is also just for regular air, so it's a no heating setting, and that's actually really nice and makes it so that this is something that is not just for winter or the colder months. It's also great to be used year-round. It's something that you can keep out, that your cat can lounge on and relax on, but also something that can help with actually kind of like cooling a space. Their no heat setting is supposed to be kind of a natural air setting, so it can kind of act like a fan. So I like that it is something that you can actually use year-round, and it's not just meant to be used only as a space heater. So I think that's really nice. As far as the actual cat bed area, this is where the cat warming plate is. And it is a 60-watt aluminum plate. As far as the dimensions of it, it is 15.75 by 15.75 inches. This area warms up to 96.8 degrees Fahrenheit. So that is a great heat setting for your cat to make sure it's not going to get too hot, but it's going to just keep them nice and toasty warm and comfortable. A perfect place for your cat to be able to lounge on. Some of the pros of a space heater like this is that it can help with saving energy. It can help with reducing the need to really crank up your central heat. So then of course with any cat product like this, safety features are very important. So let's dive into the safety features. This does have overheat and NTC auto cool system. They also have edge shields to protect your cat's paws. And then also has a tip over shut off for peace of mind. So if it were to tip over, it's going to automatically shut off. Although I do find that it is quite sturdy. Even with my cats jumping off and on it, we haven't ever had it fall over. But it is a nice safety feature that it will shut off if it does tip over. It also does have a chew-proof cord. So this is actually a really thick cord, which is great because cats like to just chew on pretty much anything. They're almost like babies. So this is a nice chew-proof cord, and it also has a flame retardant ABS shell. And then lastly, it is ETL certified for safety compliance. I also just really like how pet safe this feels to use. There are no exposed heat elements. So then the sound of this. So this actually is, I don't think it's too loud. I wouldn't say it's like extremely whisper quiet. You can still hear it as you can with any space heater, but I don't find it to be like obnoxiously loud or anything. I do think it is still overall pretty quiet. I've heard other space heaters that are much louder than this. So for what it is, I do think that it is relatively quiet. This does have a silent mode, which is 40 decibels. So that can be great for using it in bedrooms or nighttime use. Another feature that I thought was really great about this, which is another thing that sets this apart to emphasize that this is not just a space heater. This also has pet hair filtration. This has a built-in HEPA filter to trap dander, hair, and dust particles. It's going to help keep warm air clean, which is really ideal for pet owners. Here is a look at the filter compartment. So I just thought that this was another nice, really cool feature about this that really just sets it apart, that this is not just a space heater. It does have these extra features that make it just really cool and unique and just awesome for cats. And like I mentioned, this is something that can be used year round. So this has all year versatility. It's not just for use in the colder months. You can even use it in the summer and spring, because again, you have the heater for winter, and then you also have the cool fan mode and the cool aluminum plate for summer. That is another thing that I absolutely love. So our cat Ollie, he actually doesn't really like warm things. He seems to get more hot. So that is actually something that he really likes, is the cooling aluminum plate. So he won't really use this when we're using it as a space heater, but the cooling plate on the top is great to use in the summer. You can take off the fuzzy cushion for like summer if you're not using the heater. Obviously, if you are using the heating element for the cat bed, then you do want to put the soft cushion on top. But if you're not using the heat feature, then you can just keep it off. Then your cat can use the cat bed area for a cool spot. Our cat Ava, she actually does like warm things. So sometimes at nighttime, she will just lay on top of my foot heater pad that I have on my bed. So something that is warm is something that she likes. But I think it's actually interesting that she often does not actually just lounge on the cat bed area on this, but she actually likes to just go underneath it and just hang out underneath it. So yeah, I mean, she still uses it, but maybe not how it was technically intended for sitting on top of it on the cat bed area. But she still likes it. I think she likes feeling like it's a little like hidey spot for her. This also has very easy controls. It has a touch panel and remote control. This is very convenient for adjusting the temperature, the cat warmer mode, and the fan. Taking a close look at the control panel that is on the actual space heater. You also have the exact same controls on the controller. So that's really nice that it comes with a remote. For example, if you were maybe having it in your bedroom and you want to just turn it on when you're sitting in bed, that way you don't have to actually go to the space heater to turn it on. I like that they have a remote as well. But let's go through each of the settings. So first you have the natural air button. So this is what makes this good for year round and not just for the colder months. So this, you can just get your natural air here. So you turn it on and it's gonna of course come out the sides. You're gonna have your natural air. This is the fan only mode. There's no heating. And then if you want warm air, this is your warm air button, and it has a low and high option. So there's low, and then there is high, and then off. And then you also have your cat button. There are 3 settings for the cat bed. So you can either have it on the level 1, which is H1, or the level 2, which is H2. And then, or you can just have it off. So maybe if your cat doesn't like the heat, you can still let them enjoy being on this without actually having the heat on here. So that's really nice as well. And then here you have your power button. So the pros and cons. Let's start off with the pros. So I'd say the pros is that this is a dual space heater. It is for both you and your pets. Also, I really like that it has a very stylish, minimalistic, and sleek design, so it easily can fit into your home decor. I also really like that it is relatively quiet and energy efficient. I really appreciate the strong safety features for pets. And then lastly, this is great for small to medium rooms. I think it's ideal for small to medium rooms rather than large rooms. So then the only cons that I can really think of is the fact that it is pricier than a regular space heater. But like I had mentioned throughout this whole video, this really isn't just a space heater. This can be used for multiple things. It's a space heater for the cold months, a fan for the warm months, and then also it has a HEPA filter, so it helps with filtering pet hair and dander and dust. So more than just a space heater. Another potential con is that the actual cat bed area, as far as it warming up, it does take a little bit of time to warm up to its maximum temperature. But I don't know, I don't think that's like a huge issue, but I guess that could be a potential con if you're not super patient, I guess. But it does take a little bit of time to fully warm up to the maximum temperature. And then the last con that I can think of is that it might seem a little bit bulky if you have a small space. Again, I don't think it's super bulky. I don't think it's big. I think this can work for most people, but it is maybe bigger than your traditional space heater, because space heaters can be pretty small depending on what kind of space heater you get. But this one is a little bit bigger than maybe your regular like foot space heater or something like that. So if you have a small space, this might seem a little bit big, but overall I don't think it's huge, because you know it does have the cat bed on top to give your cat a good spot to lounge on. So who is this going to be best for? This is for any cat parent, or I'd say if you have a small dog parent that wants a space heater for both themselves and also their pet or their pets. Perfect if your home gets really cold in the winter and maybe you don't always want to crank up the heat a lot, then this can be really helpful. And also if you just want a nice warm cozy spot for your cat or your small dog, because some cats just really like having a cozy warm spot to hang out on, and this is exactly that. It's just a great way to give your cat a dedicated spot where they can get some extra warmth. So great for the colder months, but even in the warmer months, sometimes cats do just really like a warm spot to hang out on. So this can be great for that if you know that your cat loves to just get cozy and warm. Overall, just great for anybody who wants a multi-purpose space heater, something that can be used year-round. I think that this is just a really cool product, and I just love that this can be used in a variety of ways, and not just as a space heater, but also as a cooling spot for your pets. Overall, the space heater just really stands out for its thoughtful, pet-safe design. I just really like that, and I think it's just a really unique product. Anything that is very specific for cats that maybe you haven't seen otherwhere, I just think that this is so cool and such a cool idea of a product that can be used for both you and your cats. It's just multi-purpose and something that can be used year-round. I think it's just so thoughtfully made. So if you want to keep your home and your furry friend warm this winter, then this is definitely worth checking out. Like I had mentioned, I do have a discount, so if you are interested, definitely make sure to check out the description box below. I will have the space heater listed in the description box below along with the discount, so definitely check that out if you are interested. And if you do have any questions about this space heater, then definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'd be happy to help answer any questions that you may have, but I really hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you're new here and you're not already subscribed and you enjoy seeing cat content, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to our channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you tune in for our next video.
Thanks for watching Life with Ollie and me. We're Ollie and Isla, Siberian siblings, you see. We hope our videos help you find the happiest, healthiest life for your feline. For more cat tips and reviews, come and subscribe. Thanks again for watching Life with Ollie and me.